You are listening to New Europe Institute Free Seas14 Talks podcast.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Joanna Siekierka. I'm an international lawyer, legal advisor, and a proud cooperator of the Institute of New Europe. And today we are doing our interview with another guest on the occasion of the project called 3 Seas Initiative, building the region with the participation of Poland as an involved, solidary, and supportive partner. Our today's guest is Dr. Mihai Sebe. He is the head of the Training and Projects Unit at the European Institute of Romania and a lecturer at the Faculty of Political Sciences at the University of Bucharest. He has a PhD title in Political Science in French language from the University of Bucharest. His research interests are in the field of European affairs and Romanian politics. Welcome, Dr. Sebe. Happy to have you.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Dr. Siekierka. It's a real pleasure for me being here online with you. And once more, I'm grateful for this opportunity to discuss more on the 3 Seas initiative and our two countries.
Thank you very much. I am deeply involved in working with Romanian officers in my NATO projects. So I pay a lot of attention to your national politics, your solutions. And I think it's not a surprise when I say that Poles and Romanians really like each other. We support each other in European Union, but also in this region we will talk today. So please let me begin, and I will ask you the first question in today's interview. So in your opinion, based on your research, is the 3 Seas initiative a well-recognized platform of a regional cooperation within your Romanian society and on the Romanian political scene?
This initiative is just beginning to receive its worthy credit from the point of view of public opinion and our Romanian political class. The 3 Seas initiative has so far been more or less delegated to the technical aspect of cooperation, and it came up in public speeches, usually when it was about interconnectivity, energy, and digital. But recently, as we had for the second time the 3 Seas Initiative Forum here in Bucharest, we have seen an increased interest on behalf of relevant stakeholders, and also we have seen an increased interest on behalf of the mass media, which is crucial if we want to promote the 3 Seas Initiative among the rank of the citizens. So yeah, 3 Seas is becoming more and more known here in Bucharest, and this is a good thing, but things can be done even further to improve the visibility of this initiative.
Thank you. That's very interesting, and now I even want to know more about that. So we jump straight to the second question, which is which political parties are pro and which are against the deeper cooperation in terms of 3 Seas initiative in Romania?
Well, as regards the cooperation 3 Seas initiative, we don't have any party that opposes the cooperation in this initiative. As for instance, let's take the governing program, which is, as we currently have a coalition government, the 3 Seas initiative has there a prominent role with a series of projects related to interconnectivity, energy, and so on. So we may say that at all the political level, there is knowledge about the 3 Seas initiative, and that there is no opposition directed against the 3 Seas initiative, which is seen as a very beneficial in order to better develop our country and the region as such. So any project that would bring further development is more than welcome, and there is no direct opposition against the 3 Seas initiative. Nobody is going to say, we don't like this initiative, we should move on.
Thank you. Thank you.
At this time.
Okay, so now we jump to the foreign policy, because you gave us this thoughtful thoughts about your national politics. And how about foreign policy? Does this initiative play any important role in the Romanian foreign policy?
Initiative is important because it brings together both the EU and we hope to have it together the United States. The initiative has always had this very strong transatlantic side, a very strong transatlantic connection. And we believe here in Bucharest, me and my colleagues from the academia, that any initiative that can further develop both the EU and the transatlantic relationship is a good project. We believe that the two projects can work together very well. And we all have always spoken about the fact that the Three Seas Initiative has this duality, bringing together EU states, better use the EU funds and the EU institution available for that, and also keeping the United States involved in the region. So there is no incompatibility between the European side project and the American side projects, at least in this initiative.
Thank you. Thank you. I really like this duality, as you said. So can you please explain us what are the main interests of Romania in terms of cooperation within the Three Seas Initiative?
Romania has two main projects that are distinctly mentioned also in the governing program, as I mentioned before, the Rail to Sea and Via Carpathia, which are essential in order to increase the mobility in the region. And also we have a strong interest in the energy field cooperation. We try to develop here in Romania, but also as basis for the initiative, the use of the small modular nuclear reactors, this American project. And we hope to become a hub in the future where experts from the region can learn more about nuclear energy, how to use these small modular reactors. And also we have within the initiative a series of projects focused on the digital cooperation. This year, we also promoted this type of project, and also project related, for instance, to the water quality in the dam and so on. But digital projects are important. Yet, when we say in Romania, anyone who heard about the initiative Rail to Sea and Via Carpathia, there is sure knowledge about it. So these I'll mention first and foremost.
Great, thank you very much. So those were the interests. And how about the main results? Can we talk about any results of Romanian engagement in this project? What kind of projects in Romania are being implemented in this cooperation?
The projects, either small or big, are in various stages of implementation. We can see a live tracker on the dedicated website of the Three Seas project, where you can see updated version. But what is more important is the fact that people have realized the fact that even more projects can be put into this initiative and to try to get financing. And at the time being, still the Rail to Sea and Via Carpathia are important because developing infrastructure has always been a priority here in Romania. And we'll do our best, especially in the context of the war against Ukraine, to further enhance this interconnectivity capacity, either by rail, by the road, or to develop the constant support of the Black Sea.
Thank you.
So focusing on transport is key.
Exactly. Transport, energy, as you mentioned. You almost answered my next question. What kind of projects would be the most beneficial for Romanian people, for your government, and which will imply the need for, further development? What is your take on here?
For instance, last year, within the Davos Summit, the Romanian company called Transgaz has obtained financing within the Three Seas Initiative to develop gas transport infrastructure within Romania that is going to be also adapted to the transport of hydrogen in the future.
Nice.
So therefore, having this financing secured was important. And for us, it's important to go even further the physical in the interconnectivity and go into the digital, and therefore also developing the digital is going to be a priority, in my opinion, in the coming years. But we need first and foremost to have this very physical, concrete infrastructure for road transportation, railways, before we can advance further with more modern ways of interconnection.
Great, thank you very much. And how about the most important cooperation mechanism? Of course, you mentioned European Union cooperation with the US, but do you think that for Romania is the Three Seas Initiative the most important regional cooperation, like I would say for Poland, or is not as, on the top of priority? How would you see this?
Difficult to prioritize now the main format of regional cooperation, as Romania is being involved in a series of regional cooperation formats, which vary in intensity depending various nature of the projects that have been discussed or what's at stake on the international arena. For instance, we are still very keen in developing these trilateral formats of cooperation. For instance, we cooperate with Poland and Turkey in the area of security. We have a trilateral format cooperation with Republic of Moldova and Ukraine. And this mechanism also can be of importance developing. So I would not say that the Three Seas initiative is the most important or the least important, but it is in the toolbox of regional cooperation format, one of the most visible at the time being, also due to the summit, and also due to the fact that it brings together all the EU member states in this part of the world, from Central and Eastern Europe. And it's a very complementary instrument alongside Bucharest 9 security format that brings together the NATO countries from Central and Eastern Europe. So B9 as regards security and Three Seas initiative as regards economics, they mix very well together, and they can each put themselves into evidence more strongly.
Thank you. I like that. B9 defense and Three Seas initiative in economics. And how about Poland, my country? How do you see Poland? How does your government see my country? Is it a leader of Three Seas initiative, or how do you feel?
Poland is one of our strategic partners in the region, and one of the countries with which you have some very strong ties, economic and security, from the security point of view. In fact, Poland, we had a very good history of good bilateral relations going from the interwar period, and Poland was one of the main allies of Romania in the interwar period, and this tradition goes on now after we are together in NATO and the EU. So in the region, cooperation with Poland is important, as well as the result of the fact of this strategic partnership that we have. And the strategic partnership is in a way a proof that we are deeply interested in the opinions and the ideas of our Polish friends, and also the trilateral cooperation format that I mentioned before with Poland, Romania, and Turkey, for instance, question of security. So we realize that we are stronger together, and working for the benefit of the region of our countries, working together can only bring each and every one of us more advantages than if we be, let's say, on a path to competition.
Very diplomatic answer. So now, can you please give us some recommendations for the future development of this initiative? According to your opinion, your research, which activities and direction should this initiative take? What would you indicate here?
Speaking as a researcher, I believe that we should work further in developing the academic side of cooperation. We already have this Three Seas Universities initiative that was launched in Lublin recently, and this should go even further. Creating a network of universities, it's only, in my opinion, the first step. We need to bring together our research institute. We need to work together also in university consortia, applying, for instance, for Horizon projects within the EU-funded projects. And also, we should develop more the people-to-people relations and to facilitate economic relations, because if we have a strong economy in the region, we can go further. So a second line would be, in my opinion, to enhance the development of bilateral and multilateral relations between the Chamber of Commerces. And we should make this Three Seas initiative, Chamber of Commerce, much more visible in the region. And also bringing together the private sectors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, and so on, in various regional formats within the Three Seas initiative might also help enhance its visibility. But education is, on the long term, the solution, yet on the short term, economic cooperation might also do the trick in facilitating the transition to the longer term of education. So let's make business together in the region, and then we can advance further.
Definitely. Research, as you said, that's the first step. And I can proudly say that you and I were both invited by the Polish think tank Warsaw Institute for the debate about the Central Europe. And we will meet in Warsaw on the 29th of November. Yes, doing first.
And I think that we are going to have this very fruitful event where a lot of good ideas are going to come up and be further enhanced in the future.
Great, looking forward. So, my dear, last question. What would be your recommendation for Poland in terms of further engagement in the Free Seas initiative?
I cannot make any official recommendation, but I can put my academic hat and say that working further on people-to-people relation in the academia and education sector is important because we need to know each other.
Yes.
And our experts need to meet and discuss common solutions. And also the planning departments from ministries, from academia should also work together in drafting a common project of interest in the region, because we need to think beyond the national borders. We need to see the regional big picture, but not only regional, but also the global positioning of the Free Seas initiative. This is my insight now.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Mihai Sebe, for this conversation about Romanian approach to Free Seas initiative. You have enriched us of this view because we go with interviews from different experts from different countries. So you are our Romanian experts, and I thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Have a nice afternoon.